Hey, this your boy Diggaveli. Welcome back to the channel. And this is why I love my state, man. This is why I love North Carolina, man. Shout out to Miss Virginia Foxx. She's a little older for a representative than I would like, but she still got that fire, man. And we about to see what she's talking about right here. Let's get into the video, guys.
Have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 61, printed in Part D of House Report number 118-216, offered by Ms. Foxx of North Carolina.
Pursuant to House Resolution 723, the gentlewoman from North Carolina, Ms. Foxx, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentlewoman from North Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise in support of my amendment. My amendment is simple. It would prevent taxpayer funds from paying for State Department employees to travel to or attend events hosted by the Clinton Global Initiative. The rationale is quite simple. The Clinton Global Initiative has engaged in blatant corruption and influence peddling that would make even Hunter Biden blush. In perhaps its most famous episode in 2014, Hillary Clinton approached the Moroccan government about hosting a Clinton Global Initiative conference in Morocco. The Moroccans fronted the money for the event by funneling it through a state-owned enterprise that was extracting and exploiting phosphates from a non-self-governing territory, Western Sahara. This sleight of hand amounted to condoning Morocco's sovereignty over this disputed land. You heard that right. It was cash for sovereignty deal formulated just as former Secretary of State Clinton began her run for president of the free world. This deal was so rotten that even the Huffington Post deemed Fox News' investigation into this matter a, quote, brutal, clean hit on Hillary Clinton's campaign, end quote. Indeed, the Clinton Global Initiative scandals are myriad and include an episode uncovered by the New York Times revealing undisclosed donations linked to the sale of U.S. uranium production to a Russian government agency.
Wow.
As expected, the Clinton Global
So Hillary Clinton funds a Russian dossier on Trump, saying that he's colluding with Russia and all this, and she actually doing business with them, selling them all type of shit, including uranium for nukes.
Initiative was unable to withstand the scrutiny and shuttered shortly after the 2016 campaign. That is, until late last year, when the organization reconstituted itself. Its operations are no longer dark, and this is the first state and foreign operations appropriations bill considered since its resurrection. It has since morphed into a factory of radical elitist woke schemes. Just last week, the Clinton Global Initiative convened in New York to discuss how to reshape our economy to tackle the left's pet projects that will make life for ordinary Americans more expensive and worse. Given the State Department's enmeshment with the Clintons and the initiative, we need to send a clear message. No more coordination with the U.S. government. No more conferences with corrupt governments at the expense of the oppressed people of the globe. No more representation and participation by the State Department. An end to its commingling with official policy. And hopefully the beginning of the end of this corrupt organization's influence on U.S. policymaking. Americans simply can't afford more radical policies purveyed by an organization that allows the global elite to buy and influence American foreign policy. Join me in condemning the Clinton Global Initiative's misconduct. I urge my colleagues to support my amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentlewoman from North Carolina reserves. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from California seek recognition?
I rise in opposition to this amendment.
The gentlewoman from California is recognized for 5 minutes.
And there's got to be a black woman that's defending corruption. Just like the chick from Texas who just defended Joe Biden and Hunter Biden while disrespecting her parents at the same time. These are the enemy of black America. It's not the white man, man. It's people who look like us, who sell us out for money, profit, and power. Perfect example. Why are you defending the corrupt Clinton organization?
Mr. Chairman, boy, is this the level we've gotten to tell the State Department what meetings they cannot attend? Will we start saying what meetings they have to attend?
Look, and she comes in so disingenuous. You just heard Mrs. Fox say that she wanted the state not to be funded by taxpayer dollars to travel to them events. She did not mention one time that you could not travel or go to these events. She said she did not want the taxpayers, the American people who already have economic problems right now, paying for y'all trips. Look at these Democrats, bro. They're so disingenuous. She lies right off top. Oh, we can't go to any meetings. What are you talking about? Nobody said that. They said nobody's funding you to go to corrupt Clinton meetings and organizations. These people are unreal.
The Clinton Global Initiative is a platform for government, philanthropy, business, media, and academia to discuss identified problems and to brainstorm solutions. We should be encouraging such collaboration.
Wow.
The problems facing the world are daunting, and solutions will not come from one place. Let's take good ideas from wherever we can and not micromanage who goes to what meetings. I urge my colleagues to oppose this amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from California reserves. The gentleman from North Carolina is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I see that my colleague has not refuted any of the things that I've said about the Clinton Global Initiative. Why in the world, again, would we ask American taxpayers to pay for people from the State Department to attend these conferences when they're likely not to gain anything positive from them and support a corrupt organization? I reserve.
Scorch
Gentleman
ass,
from North
Miss
Carolina
Fox.
reserves. The gentlewoman from California is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I understand what this amendment does, and I don't accept the fact that it's a corrupt organization, and I do know the importance of these meetings and conferences in terms of us coming together for solutions to lead us to global peace and security. I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from California
Sit
reserves. The
your
gentlewoman
ass
from
down.
North Carolina is recognized.
Mr. Chairman, may I inquire as to how much time I have left?
1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes.
1.5 minutes. Mr. Chairman, we have a terrific debt on our hands in this country. We don't need to be spending any money that is not absolutely necessary to spend. Curbing attendance at meetings such as the Clinton Global Initiative is a good way for us to chip away at that debt and to save the American taxpayers some money. I think this is an excellent amendment. I believe that my colleagues will see that it's an excellent amendment, and I will continue to advocate for its passage, and I reserve.
The gentleman from North Carolina reserves. Gentlewoman from California
Yes.
is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, finally, I'll just say what this does is another attempt to chip away at our diplomacy. I yield the balance of my time.
Gentleman from California.
Diplomacy from an organization who's not even government, not even associated with government at all. It's just a corrupt organization. Woman is unreal.
Yields. The gentlewoman from North Carolina is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate the opportunity to offer this amendment. I believe, again, that it is good for us to highlight this organization and the fact that we do not need people from the State Department attending its meetings. And with that, I yield the balance of my time.
The gentleman from North Carolina yields. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentlewoman from North Carolina.
And I see this right here. This is why I love my state, man. Shout out to Miss Virginia Foxx. Still got that fire at her age, man. We're not going for no more of the corruption. We're not going for no more of the lies, man. We're not going for any of that. You feel me? It's time for change, man. America, look what we've been going the past couple decades into a bad place, man. Well, y'all seen it like I seen it, man. The Clintons been corrupt, always will be corrupt, forever be corrupt. I wouldn't trust their grandkids and great grandkids at this point. But y'all seen it like I seen it, man. Shout out to North Carolina, my state. I'm out of here.